let us discuss about the Swiss cheese model propounded by James Reason of the University of Manchester in the year 1990. The Swiss cheese model of accident causation is used in risk analysis and risk management, including aviation safety, healthcare, engineering, emergency service, and principles of layered security. The model illustrates that although many layers of defense between hazards and accidents, there are flaws or holes in each layer that, if aligned, would create hazard that will allow accidents or failure to occur. These holes vary in size and positioning. The Swiss cheese model shows multiple slices of Swiss cheese stacked side by side, in which the risk of a threat becoming a reality is mitigated by the differing layers and types of defenses which are layered behind each other. Each barrier has a distinct lapses and inconsistent with one another, and it keeps on moving. If error occurs and breaks through a hole in one slice, it is not a big problem because other defenses or barriers would block it to pass through. But sometimes those holes line up, which means the defenses are broken and allow those errors to pass through the system, in which will result to disaster, harm, or danger. So, what can lead to these failures? Well, usually it is the accumulation of these four things: the organizational influences, unsafe supervision, preconditions for unsafe acts, and the unsafe acts themselves. It is inevitable that we as humans make mistakes, but in Swiss cheese model, most errors are caused by the organization having incomplete layers of protection, which allow those errors to line up and pass through the cheese until an accident occurs. For that reason alone, it's important to cover all your bases in minding all our operations to start from leadership, health and safety system, aviation safety management system, and safety culture. Let's take for example the accident of controlled flight into terrain or seafront. In Swiss cheese model, its primary cause is the unsafe act of descending below minimum altitude that was aggravated by the preconditions for unsafe act, that was the task saturation of the aircrews involved, which could be contributed by the unsafe supervision of having an unsatisfactory or absence of low altitude training, which are all byproducts of poor safety culture or unresponsive punishment or reward system of the organization. Latent conditions are hidden in the design of the work, the system, environment, or equipment. They may lie dormant in the system until they combine with an active failure to create opportunity for harm to occur. Active failures come with different forms. These have different effects to the defenses of the system. It may come in a form of slips, lapses, mistakes, or violations. What are slips? It occurs when a correct plan was made but incorrectly executed. For example, you meant to drive to the airport, but due to mental or physical disturbance, you went through the wrong way. What are lapses? Lapses occur when a step of the plan is omitted or forgotten. For example, you meant to set the alarm but forgot and you overslept. How about mistakes? Mistakes occur due to misinterpretation of relevant rules. Example, you interpret that your flight check-in time is 8 a.m. but arrive at the airport late. How about violation? Violation occurs when a person knows the rules but does not follow them, not with any intention to cause harm, but to save time to complete a priority task. For example, you were late for your flight, so you drove fast and the police stopped you, resulting in the delay. Latent conditions could cause some of the opening and closing of holes in the defense through ineffective training, inadequate supervision, ineffective communication, and inadequate staffing. Long-lasting holes on defenses could be caused by ineffective equipment, unworkable procedures, poor design of devices, equipment, or supplies. In every accident, we should not limit ourselves to the proximal analysis of just finding what happened, but we need to go deeper. We have to find the whys and hows of such occurrences in order to see the bigger picture of such accident or incident. That ends my lecture for this morning. I hope you guys enjoy and keep safe, and thank you. Good day.